Hello, my name is Avery, and I'm here to tell you that you are what you find attractive in other people. Now, when we first hear this idea that we are attracted to similar people when looking for relationships physically, you might disagree. But let me ask you this. Have you ever heard of siblings or dating? I know most people probably have, but if you haven't, it's basically this game where you try to guess if a pair of people are siblings or if they're dating because they look similar but could be dating. And it is really hard but extremely popular. And the whole reason siblings or dating exists is because of the similarity principle of attraction, which means that we are attracted to those that are similar to us, like whether we know it or not. Opposites attract has always been something that people say, even though it's not necessarily true at all. Well, obviously, we look for similar personalities, interests, hobbies, religious views, family values, stuff like that. It is more than that. It's when looking at the physical aspect of the similarity principle, I broke it down into 4 categories, being faces, body type, personal style, and race. So for the first category of faces, obviously when you meet someone for the first time, the first thing you see is their face. And it has more to do with just facial features. Obviously that does have to do with it, but it also has to do with the level of conventional attractiveness between you and the person. So, people are more likely to form a committed, healthy relationship with someone who is equally as attractive as they are. The second category is body type. Now, usually people will have about the same stature as their partner does. I see it a lot in parents and in high school relationships. It is kind of harder to find examples of this one, but if you look for it, it is there. The third one is personal style, which might not seem as important because it is something that you can change technically, but it's not something people usually do change. A good example of this would be something like a country girl would probably seek out a country boy, just like how an emo girl would probably seek out an emo boy. So, yeah, it's just you usually go for the same energy that you're putting out. And for the fourth category of race, usually people will go stick within their own race, but obviously not everyone. It's just a trend that's widely seen among all different races. So why is this a phenomenon? Well, the reason it happens is because there's a reflection of familiarity within yourself and the other person, and it reduces feelings of uncertainty and promotes openness in your relationship. But this is also for friendships as well. I mean, would you approach someone who looks like you or approach someone that looks totally different from you? Probably the person that looks like you. We're attracted to familiar people because they feel safe and comfortable already instead of brand new. Studies have even shown that we're more attracted to morphs of our own faces compared to that of strangers. While personality matters in the long run, when you're just meeting someone, surface level, it's really the perceived similarity between you and this other person. And if under the surface they're not as similar as you thought, you will begin to like them less. So, subconsciously or not, we are attracted to those that are similar to us. Let me ask you if you have ever seen a friend group or a couple that looks similar in body type, hair color, style, general features. I mean, the best example I can think of are the big groups of girls in high school that all look very similar. And then I want to ask if you can see this pattern of attraction in yourself, because I think everyone to an extent does have almost a level of attraction to a similar type. But anyways, thank you for listening, and I hope you learned something.